What's up, Heat Seekers? I am Joe Otis from joeislit.com, and welcome to the big game edition of Lit Picks. We are officially tied for the season. Mike Costello, Joe Otis. We are even going into the big game. It's going to be, it's going to be a one for the ages, folks. We got some prop picks coming our way. We have the game picks. Who will go into the offseason as the champion? We'll just have to find out and see. Right now, I am joined by the one and only man who's on a 2-week losing streak, Mike Costello. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing well. Apparently, yeah, these short weeks don't do very well for me with only having like a game or two. I guess the playoffs are not my thing. I guess, with my sports teams, I'm really not used to playoffs. So I think that was the addition. But I really missed you last week. I will say it was kind of weird not doing it on a Friday night. I don't know what you did. I don't even remember what I did, but I missed you.
I watched a nice movie with the wife on the couch
Good for you.
downstairs. We watched Idiocracy, and I fell asleep during it. She was pissed off at me, but we're
That's a
married
great
couple. That's
movie,
what we
by the
do.
way.
I want
Very
to
good
see it.
movie. It
It was
has
pretty funny.
electrolytes. It's a great movie. So, what do you have there?
I have I have my Coors Light glass. I love this glass more than anything in the world. And you know what? I'm actually going to be drinking Coors Light, folks. Coors Light with you can see the mountain. It's nice and cold. And then you'll have to hear the comments section go, "Oh, he's drinking piss." Wah. Hey, guess what? I'm not a hipster like you guys in the comments. So I can't wait to see what they have to say. Let's see. Nice hat, eh?
You weren't wearing a hat when we were on here before, so you just threw that on there. You kind
I
of
just threw
shocked
it
me
on,
with that.
yes, and I got some brewskis. The big game. Rogers minions are watching. Screw him. All right. What does this mean? Took you long enough, dummy. What's that? What is it? Why is it the
It
offensive
took a
here?
long for the time for the intro to start.
Okay. When are they going to get to the fireworks factory? What is that supposed to mean?
It's a movie reference.
He wants to know if you're wearing a Han football shirt.
It's a Raider football.
You're really wearing the Han Raider shirt?
I got a Raider football.
I thought they were the Red Raiders.
I'm on the, right now I am a free agent. So
why are you a free agent for? What happened?
I'm not coaching anywhere right now. I'm a free agent waiting for, more phone calls. I'm driving a hard bargain. I'm waiting for the Eagles to call me, I think,
Why didn't you ask
figure
Nick?
I'm a QB development kind of guy, so I think I can do that.
All right, well, let's get into it, guys. We were actually even for the year. I mean, that's pretty amazing to think about it. He says Pennington is the Red Raiders. Okay, sorry. So Hun's just the regular Raiders then. Okay. Well, welcome to this week's game. It is the big game. We can't say, Super Bowl. Sorry, Roger. We can't say it's the big game. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. There's a lot of things still going on in the league, Mike. I was at Target today, and I saw that they have the Carson Wentz jersey for babies as a onesie I was going to get for my son. It was normally on sale for $25. It's down to $7.50. So is Carson Wentz on his way out of Philadelphia? If so, how and with who will you replace him with?
That's a good question. So, I guess things are saying now the Bears. I think he's actually done. I think he's gone before Sunday.
Really?
I think something's going to happen tomorrow. Like I said, good riddance. I'm not, it is what it is. It's kind of, I don't really know what happened with the situation. I know I haven't really heard much from him. So it's kind of just like this weird thing where there's all these things coming out about it, but there's been no defense, no nothing. So it's just a very weird situation. And I think it's time to part ways. And, just once again stating that I was right and I was right. So
you also said Chip Kelly was a great football coach, didn't you?
And he is. It was just, and guess what? And guess what Chip knew? He knew that Howie could not run a football team with picking players. He knew that. So he was a great football mind. He just, it is what it is. Apparently the Eagles don't like keeping people, with Doug Peterson winning a Super Bowl 3 years ago, and then he gets gone. So, obviously we can't really say much.
Yeah. And our fans say that Carson Wentz is a baby. I think he's going to go to Chicago. That's what they say. That's the report that we have. He should make a statement either way. He has charity around here. He has Thy Kingdom Crub. It's literally 2 miles from my house. There is no Super Bowl without Wentz. I think I agree with that. He says, looks like Chuck is going to take the old one to Tuna Town.
No clue.
All right. Movie reference, I believe, right?
I guess. I have no clue.
All right, so let's get into these picks here. But like you said, I mean, before we get to that, I mean, I think Carson Wentz, I do appreciate what he did in 2017. I mean, he did have a great season. He was on the cusp of being the MVP of the whole league that year. He drove them with 13-3 record and got them a bye. I just wish that, he, like I said, it would be nice if he did make a statement or if he did say something that he was looking forward to coming back next year. But that's not the case. He hasn't really done that. So, I mean, I'm not going to say good riddance to him. I mean, I actually bought his jersey. I feel like a clown buying his jersey last year. So that's worthless
As I
now.
said, like there's just so many unknowns. Like he does a lot of stuff outside of football. Like he seems like a good dude, but then you hear these reports and it's just like what you don't know what to believe. But the fact that I haven't heard anything from him, it's like, you know what, maybe these are true, and that's why I'm just like, hey, goodbye, and I wish him the best of luck, and he's gonna do well wherever he goes. But I think it's his time has run. It's like it was like Andy here. Like his time has run. Like he's winning Super Bowl, he's winning championships over other places, but listen, he ran, it ran its course here, so it's a shame.
No, I mean, when you think about it, I guess all the birds in South Jersey, they'll be safe from Carson shooting them, so they'll be safe from him hunting. What do you think of that, Mike?
I I didn't even know. I guess I didn't even know he does that.
Thoughts on the return of NCAA football video
Phenomenal.
game? Loved it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. They said it'll be about 2 years, so
Oh,
that'll be
it's
pretty good.
it's that long.
2 years to take. Yeah. What do you
Oh
dance?
wow, good. I'm excited for that one though.
All right, let's get into these picks, Mike. So let's just start out with it. It's the same rules as normal for the game, with the same scoring. We've done that the entire year, so I'm not gonna really get into that. But our first game is this game itself: the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I actually have a cousin right now who's actually a big Buccaneers fan. Who's actually in Tampa Bay right now for the game. He was actually in the newspaper. I mean, it's crazy, man, to think that he's all the way down there with those, one of the few people to watch the game. And it'll be nice if the Buccaneers do win the Super Bowl. I mean, they do have Tom Brady. This is Tom Brady's statement. This is where he can prove to the world that he was the one. He was the one that brought the Patriots all those championships. I mean, of course, Belichick. There's a huge, big reason for it as well. But I mean, they can say that he can go to a different team and he proved it to everybody that he can win. So with that being said, I mean, I love Patrick Mahomes. He's the future GOAT, but Tom's a GOAT now. And I think this is where he makes a statement. This is where he proves to everybody, he will silence everybody. The haters will go away. Taking the Buccaneers on the money line at plus 143. They're a low underdog. And I'm going to go with the over 56. What do you think?
So I think the opposite. I think that I looked at the spread and I think it is like spot on. Like I legit think that this game there was a prop that the game ends at 3, and I legit think that it's a 3-point game. I think it's going to go under. I don't think people are getting the things. It's like, oh, it's going to be this high scoring. I do not think that at all. I think the first quarter is going to go under. I think the first half is going to go under. The second half there's going to be more scoring, but I do not see it going over 56. I don't see the Bucks scoring over 20, and I don't see the Chiefs. I'd see the Chiefs maybe getting that 30. So I don't think this goes over. I'm taking the under.
All right. Let's go to our fans right now in the audience. Let's see what we got here. What is how do you answer that?
Honestly, I mean, we're not doing anything for the game this year, and I'm probably going to be missing the first half anyway because we're going to be putting my kids to bed. It's different when you have kids now. So I mean, we're not even doing anything special. So it's actually take the under because we're not even getting a hoagie. And it is hoagie, right? It's hoagie, sub, hero. There's all those different names. It's hoagie, right?
I prefer hoagie over sub. I mean,
okay, me too.
I grew up with the dialect of South Jersey, so I'm going to say it's a hoagie myself.
Okay,
I'm surprised you're not even going to get any Chinese food or nothing like that. Or
no, we're not. Nope. I mean, we may make. I may make a homemade pizza. My wife made dough the other day, so I may make like a homemade pizza. But no, we're not doing anything special. I saved up for the Rumble.
Billy said over.
Billy likes the over.
He says all Brady Super Bowls are close. I agree with that. Let's see. Casey and under. I'm with Cause. Yeah, just throw them some Benadryl.
don't even know if we have that.
Who takes?
I know that reference.
That's funny. That was the girl that took the hoagie down. Remember in Coneheads, the girl, the alien?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Wasn't
And he
Chris
was in the
Farley that
car.
did it.
Yeah.
And what did he say? He was like, "Wow, that's so awesome."
Yeah.
All right, so
I haven't
let's
seen
get
that
into
movie
our.
in a long time.
I haven't seen that either. I mean, I remember when
Been
it
a long
first came
time.
out, I saw it.
Come on.
Had Chris Farley in it.
No, not
So,
ours.
all right, so let's get into our prop picks. My first prop pick is I'm going to say Cameron Brate over 29.5 receiving yards. I want to say he's also probably going to get a touchdown, but I think that he's a solid receiving action. I'm sorry, he's a solid receiving option for Brady. I think that the other players going to be covered, and he's always seems to be getting open 10, 20 yards down the field. I'm taking Cameron Brate over 29.5 receiving yards. That's a favorite pick, minus 103. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I agree. That was actually one of mine that I was going to take, but we were limited to 5, so I decided to stay away from that. And I went the opposite way. But I think that Rojo is going to get over 37.5 rushing. I actually think he's going to lead all rushers. I know everybody's pretty high on Fournette, and I just don't see that. I think he's short notice. I think Rojo can break one, and he can break a 56-yarder. You saw him break one earlier this year. I believe it was against Carolina where he broke like an 80-yarder. He has the speed. He has the athleticism. They're going to keep the ball on the ground to get the ball out of the Chiefs. I'm taking this easy 37.5 rushing yards.
All right. Buy or sell GameStop stock. I'm selling that. I'm selling that, man.
I still haven't read any of the news stuff with that, so I'm kind of out of the loop.
All right, so let's see. My second player prop pick. I'm taking Jason Pierre-Paul over half sack. I like him. I think and see that the defense is going to come out for the Buccaneers. So I think that JPP is going to have a decent game. I'm going with the over 5.5 sack. I'm sorry, over half a sack. So that doesn't seem like that's much. It's basically saying he gets a sack and then I win the bet. So, what do you think for your second one?
I mean, I think that's a safe pick. With Fisher being out, I mean that's a huge injury. And you look at he was dominating in Green Bay, and I think their tackles are better than what's going on with KC right now. So they're going to have to keep a running back in. I mean, obviously you're not going to really keep Kelsey in to kind of block and chip away. So you're going to keep a running back there to chip away at it. I think that's a pretty safe for take there. But I like the Darrell Williams here over 12.5. I was looking at his receptions too. I think it was like 2.5, but I think he's gonna there's no talk about Le'Veon Bell at all. I'm assuming he's playing. He's gonna get like a touch or two, but I think that this is a Darrell Williams kind of game. I mean, 12.5 just seems to me like that's one dump off, and I can definitely see that happening. So I really like this. When I saw that here, I think he's going to be in the game more than you think, even with, Bertolero being healthy. I think he's going to get about 20 to 30 receiving yards. So I'm taking this over 12.5.
Yeah, he does. He does get a lot of action. He played a lot in the AFC Championship game too, so I could definitely see that. I have no idea what's going on with Le'Veon Bell. He has not impressed at all since he's moved to KC. So yeah, I mean he's basically been a non-factor. So let's see what our audience has to say. Let's see. Rest in peace, Coach Chaney Cos. Tell your Chaney story. You want to do that?
Oh, dude, he was a great dude. Now, I don't really know. I didn't really have many interactions with him because the basketball team was kind of separate. They really were like kind of in the Liacouras Center by themselves. But he was a good dude though. I mean, every time we were there, he would always, he was the big supporter of the program, even football and everything like that. But we didn't really interact very much. Just I interacted with the basketball players, but not so much with him because he was kind of just in his own shrine at the Liacouras Center. But
all right,
yeah.
So my third prop pick is I'm going to take Tom Brady over 295.5 passing yards. I think that for the Buccaneers to keep this close, Tom Brady's going to have a big game, and I think that he's going to clear 300 yards. I think it's going to be difficult, but I think he'll get it done. I could see him going for 330, 350. So let's see what our audience has to say.
So it was a setup.
Of course it was.
Still on it. Yeah, it was a setup. But, yeah. And it was staged too because looking at it, I just clicked this here and it looks like Pat staged it too. He was in on it.
Oh, he was, huh?
Yeah.
I thought that was a legit question, to be honest with you.
It
These
could have
guys,
been, yeah, but yeah, it was good. All right, so what did you say? What did you have again? I'm sorry, you
Tom
had
Brady
Brady. Okay,
over 295.5 passing yards.
yeah, I can. I I don't know. I don't. I am totally. I'll tell you my game theory at the end here when we're done. I'm hit or miss, but the one, I mean, I guess I can kind of agree with something because I do think that Evans, I mean, he just seems to chuck it up to him, and he's going to catch like a 35 to 40 yard pass because he's just going to chuck it up to him. He's going to catch it. So I'm like, maybe he does two of them and he's going to get over 63.5. I think this is in it. Plus 115. I think that's a gimme. He looks to Evans, when it comes down to it. And if I think that the Chiefs are going to win the game, then I'm taking that.
I mean, it's Mike Evans. He's still
Yep.
he's an elite receiver on the team.
He goes up and gets the ball, and Tommy Boy's going to throw it to him.
All right, so my last prop pick is I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes over 23.5 rushing yards. I mean, he rushes. This guy is a great runner. He rushes all the time. He's always running for his life. So I think 23.5 doesn't seem like a lot of yards. It was either that or Brady with the half yard, which I think makes more sense. But I don't know. I think something weird could happen with Brady. That's why I'm going to go with Mahomes over 23.5 rushing yards. All right, and your last player prop pick, Mike, is you have.
Well, I actually like the under on that.
You do like the under.
I did like the under on that. Yeah, I thought we did 5.
No, you only did 4.
Really?
Did 5. Yeah, I was wondering why you only picked 4, but you did 5.
I can give you a fifth
game
then.
props.
I can give you a fifth then. After this, I think like I said before, I liked your Brait over the receiving yards. I like Gronk over 2.5 receptions. Like I said, I'm not sure about the yardage with him because they're really using him to block a lot. Yeah. Especially with the D line of KC, but I'm going to take him over 2.5. Maybe he catches 3 red zone catches, something like that. But yeah, I'm taking over 2.5.
All right, so with that, then I'm going to go with Brady over a half rushing yard, and then you'll say.
I was going to say that Mahomes throws a pick.
You don't want to say Brait over.
No, I'm going to say Mahomes throws an interception just for fun.
Okay.
I was going to go I was going to go with Hardman over the receiving yards. If I want to actually, maybe I'll do that one then.
No, it's fine. Just
yeah. I'll take Mahomes throws a pick. I think it's going to happen.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Counting isn't his strength.
No, it's not. I still count with my fingers.
All right, so let's move on to these game props. I'm actually going to also at the same time watching Rough and Rowdy right now.
No idea what that is.
I'm going to watch Jose Canseco box an intern.
Oh, that's real. That's live. That's real.
Yeah, it's real.
No idea.
He showed up, so I'm watching that. I want to see what happens. All right, so so we'll go into these game props. Before that, we will hear what our audience has to say. Question for me. Was there a better halftime show than Halftime Heat, The Rock versus Mankind Empty Arena match? That was all right. I wasn't that impressed by it, to be honest with you.
No.
That was just so stupid. Like, I mean, come on. I actually wasn't that impressed by it. Do you remember the Super Bowl commercial the WWE made?
I thought it was awesome. Yes, that was awesome too.
I like that commercial. I forget which year that came out, but I thought that was better than the Halftime Heat show. And let's see.
It was a great idea though.
Dawson Edge is winning the Rumble. I mean, I like Edge. I respect him as a wrestler. It's just that, I didn't want to see him win the Rumble. Like, I've seen that already. Like,
I thought it was. You knew something was fishy when he was announced as the number 2, and then all of a sudden they switched it to number 1, which was really weird because if you notice when they announced it the night before, it was Orton 1, him 2, and then the night of Edge came out number 1, and I was like, "There's something going on here." It was weird, but I like it. I mean, there's so many angles that they can go with it, and if they're supposed to have fans, then who knows? So
is he challenging Roman Reigns or is he challenging?
I think eventually, yeah, I think he's going to challenge Reigns. I would assume he's going to. I don't think he's going to challenge Balor.
Are you a fan of the big dog?
Now I am. Anywhere Heyman goes, I'm a Heyman guy. So anywhere he goes, they're a winner.
All right, so let's go with the game props. I think the first successive field goal will be kicked by Harrison Butker. The Chiefs minus 114. That seems like a pretty easy one to pick. They are the visiting team, but I mean Harrison Butker always seems to be kicking field goals. You know what I mean? It's like every single time, and he's always out kicking there. So the Chiefs are a high scoring team, so of course he's going to be scoring. So your first prop is you think the Buccaneers is the first team to punt, which I think seems like something that'll be.
It all goes along to my game theory. I think this is it, and and Brady doesn't play well in the first quarter. Of the big games, it's been continuous trend for him, and that's why I'm thinking that Tampa's going to get the ball first. If they win the toss, they're going to get the ball. If they lose the toss, the Chiefs are going to defer. They're going to get the ball first. They're probably going to get a first down or so, whatever like that, but they're going to punt the ball first. That's my prediction, and that's why I said I've been going with the game theory that Tampa's getting the ball first, and that's how I've gone along with all of this.
Nice. All right. Bigger buyers or more, Fox with a WWE contract or me with my MLB hats? Probably Fox with a WWE contract. I like my MLB hats. I like to wear them. They cover my bald head. Billy says Michael Jackson and Gloria Estefan helped move away from the marching band performances. That's true. He was watching all the performances, my brother.
One of the best halftime shows was when he did Heal the World. That was one of my favorites of all time.
Do you remember when he was up on the top of the stadium and then he came down?
Yes.
That was actually, I think that was a stunt double on the top of the stadium.
I don't know.
That was when we were little kids. Let's see. Slower starter. Probably Brady. Brady played pretty well first quarter versus Pack.
Didn't score a touchdown.
All right. Let's see.
Fact.
My second game prop, I'm saying the Buccaneers first team to get a sack. It's on minus 155. I think the Buccaneers, they have an impressive defensive line there. That's why I'm picking them. I like the Chiefs. JPP, and I like Ndamukong Suh. So, they have a good defense. I think the Buccaneers are a very underrated defense. For the Chiefs, I mean, I think that their defense, they have Tyrann Mathieu. They have Frank Clark. They have a good defensive line, but I think that the Buccaneers are the better defense there. And the only way they have a chance of winning this game is if they hold the Chiefs defense. That's pretty much explains itself.
Right. Yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to get the first sack. I think it's going to be Jones getting the first sack there because I think Mahomes is just too evasive.
Are you going to get blinding lights from Cos? Yes, he'll do that. He does.
I'll do it before. I'll do it before Sunday. I have to listen to the song because I don't really know it.
Yeah, and then I'll just play it during the halftime show so we can watch that over the weekend. You promised a PG performance. Let's see. So you said that you're going the under of 10.5 penalties. So explain.
Yeah,
that.
I love this. I mean, you got to think. Look, it's the game, right? Everybody's going to watch it. It's the one game that people are going to be watching. You don't want to just see a bunch of flags being thrown during the game. You have two of the most elite quarterbacks that are either ever going to play the game or are playing the game. And I don't think that they're going to turn this into just a fest of doing that. If you looked at the last week's games, there was a total of 13 total penalties called. So, and that's combined in 2 games. So I'm going to take this. Everybody's watching. They don't want there to be a lot.
That's a good one.
It's going under here. That's a lock. Costello pick of the week.
So my game prop number 3 is over 4.5 sacks combined from both teams, plus 120. I can see that happen. I can see there's a lot of action on the defensive line. Like you said, Eric Fisher's out of the game. So, I mean, I think there's going to be some sacks coming. And I love watching defense. I love seeing sacks. Like I said, I'm going really heavily with the defensive line with my props so far, it looks like. So for your third one, you're saying under 47.5 yard field goals. So you don't think there will be any long field goals?
No, I mean, I was looking at this originally and I thought it was supposed to rain and or be windy, and both of those failed miserably. But by the way, I do like that you had before. I do still think that it's going to go under 47.5. I think that the offenses are just too good. I think they're just going to get, they're going to go 20s to 20s. And I think that I just don't see a long one coming. I actually took the doinker too.
I don't even know what that means.
I started chuckling when he said that. That if you saw, yeah, it was good. You set yourself up.
Sacks What sacks over my head? I didn't get that. Would you mind explaining it to me?
No.
Is it sexual?
I'm assuming that's what he's meaning. Yes.
Oh, it means like teabagging. Okay, sorry. I think they will be a factor. I agree with that. Yes.
Yes, that's why I took the Williams over prop, because I think that he's going to be chipping away, and then it's a dump off if worst case scenario. So that's why I like the over 12.5.
All right. So I think that for the Chiefs, I think they're going to call the first timeout. That's the traditional Andy Reid. I think he's going to mismanage one of his timeouts. He's probably under a lot of stress now. I mean, I was reading online something happened to his kid. What his other kid? I think he had like a DUI or something like that.
No idea.
I mean,
I wouldn't even think to look that up as a prop. I mean, that's interesting. I never thought about that. It's good. That's a good call by you.
Timeout. I think that they're going to mismanage something. He's going to be a little stressed out that he's going to call a timeout. And,
it's a good call.
He does. All right, and I think you're going to say yes to a roughing the passer penalty.
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
look, I mean, look, you're going to have to protect. You have Brady and you have Mahomes. You're going to have to protect them. Now, I'm hoping there's not a lot because I have the under a 10.5, but I definitely think that there's going to be a roughing the passer call. Somebody's going to go low or something, and Brady's just going to get a call that people are going to be like, come on, dude. I see it happening.
Let's see what these jerks have to say. What do they say? Andy's son was in a car accident that caused life. Oh, that's pretty freaking bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear any of that. This is recent?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday it happened.
Oh.
So what do you guys do? Think of me drinking Coors Light? You're gonna make fun of me
anything
for
wrong
it?
with it.
You're gonna make fun of me for it, everybody?
I wouldn't. I don't see anything wrong with it.
What color Gatorade? That's what Billy says. Gatorade. You pick.
That's it. So the good question here is: so I don't think they did that. I don't think they did that last week. Huh, they didn't dump anything last week. They dumped.
They always dump something.
They didn't dump anything on him because they didn't want anybody to get wet. But I'm going to go with yellow.
Yellow. I was thinking yellow too.
Yeah, I have yellow. Everybody keeps thinking red. I thought red last year because of that, and it wasn't red last year. So I'm going with yellow because I believe last year was yellow.
I think it's yellow. I'll agree with that. But if I was going to do two prop bets with that, one yellow, one clear, just water. All right. And the team that scored longest touchdown, I'm going to say the Buccaneers. I think everyone's expecting the Chiefs to score the longest touchdown, so I'm just going with the Bucs. I can see Scotty Miller getting something, or maybe Chris Godwin, AB, Mike Evans. What do you think? What do you think?
I know I agree with that because I'm telling you, I was looking at this and I was thinking about doing my players of going under with Hill and under with Kelsey. And like I said, I think Hardman's going to have a good game. I think Williams will have a game. I think there's going to be a lot of other people out there, and I don't think I was waiting for the line for Hill. I was waiting. I'm still going to wait till Sunday, and right now I think it's at 96.5 or 97, depending on where you're looking at. But I was waiting for that to climb up to 100 or so and just hit the under on there because I don't see it happening.
All right. Let's see what these fellas have to say. Coors Light, because Bud Light won't pay me nothing. Not the Rock. Brock, yeah.
Brock. It was Brock.
I thought you said Rock.
No, Brock.
All right, let's see what we got here. You got one more left, Mike, and you say that the first team to reach 25 points is the Chiefs.
Yeah. I don't think Tampa's hitting that. I don't, and that's why I think this game goes the under. And I mean, if they do, if it's going to be a dogfight, it is. I don't know. I for some reason just don't see it being like that. So I'm taking KC here, first team to reach 25.
Well, Mike, congratulations. We made it the whole season. Like we started week 3, we've gone every week since then. Isn't that impressive, folks?
Started to finish, though. We started week 3. We missed the first 2 again. But
we upgraded on our equipment.
Yeah. And your crystal clear picture.
We got the backgrounds. Maybe I'll make a video doing our best of our, me singing to the baby.
That's right. I had to go up in the middle too and get my son as he was crying. So yeah, we had a lot of that.
Let's see what we got here. Better Hardman, Mecole or Kevin?
I'm a huge Kevin guy. And I think his name is Keve. No, not that one. Yeah,
It's Hardman, isn't it?
yeah.
Hill will
He
have
he
over
he
100
he
yards.
really liked me, so I'm gonna go with him.
Book it.
I'm taking the under
That's
all the
pretty
way.
easy.
He had 200 yards. I think that the strategy is going to be they're going to play. They're going to say, listen, you are not beating us deep. You can dink and dunk and catch any ball underneath 7, 8 yards, 10 yards, but you're not going deep here. I have no idea what's going on right now. Oh, okay.
I'm watching women's fight each other.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering that too. I text you about that before. That's a good question there by Bob. What's up with Lit Chat? I know you're busy.
Lit Chat's coming up at some point. I
you
got
didn't
school
make one
going
yet.
on. No, I didn't make one yet. It's just
Did you make the intro?
No, I didn't make the intro. It'll just be an intimate, discussion with me in front of the microphone like this. And the thing is, I got to try to not make my voice sound so boring where it puts people to sleep.
What will you be wearing?
What's that?
What will you be wearing? Will you be wearing a robe? Is this going to be like a?
I'll probably be wearing a robe, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll have my shirt off
with the chest hairs puffing out.
Probably have my chest hairs puffing out. I'm not going to be on camera for this, but
Oh, okay.
I have to get like a stand where I can hold this up like this.
So it's like a radio thing. So you're not going to be on camera. It's going to be.
That looks weird.
So I have a quick question for you.
What's that?
Coin toss.
I'm going to go tails. Never fails.
I always go heads. So maybe that's our tiebreaker if we tie.
You should talk about how much you love sacks. Yeah, I do like sacks. I like when the quarterback gets sacked, not when I got nut sacks on me. You know what I'm saying? Did you get offended by that?
Me?
Say language.
You didn't really curse, but yes, inappropriate, but you didn't curse, so you're okay. I'm controlling this here, Rated G programming. But if you have your robe and you have the chest hairs out, it might become PG.
Yeah.
Are the mountains still blue?
It is slightly.
They still do that? I don't know. All this staying in the house. I don't know much about it. But
can you hear that?
No, I don't. What am I supposed to hear?
You can't hear the beers?
No.
Let's see. Kaz, I will admit it. You're an NFL guru if you say that. Yeah, do it. Come on, say it.
F word. I just said it. And now admit it. Thank you.
Beer skunked.
Hey, listen, I'm still old school. Like I like the Coors, but I'm still old school, and I'll still go with the.
I like Miller Lite too.
I'll take the High Life, and I'll take Keystone. I don't care. I'll take anything.
Natty Light. I like Natty Light too.
Yeah, I'll take that. Aren't they affiliates? I don't know much about it, but aren't they
affiliates?
Keystone isn't Keystone Coors?
I don't know if Keystone is a part of Coors. Are they?
It's not. I have no clue. I thought it was for some reason.
I'm serious though, but when I start broadcasting, I have to try to change my voice around where I'm not really putting people to sleep, and I have some sort of like that where I'm talking.
That's a little bit more soothing.
It is more soothing, but the thing is that I want to where I have a kind of monotone in it. I want to try to raise it up a little bit, bring it down. Oh, cousin Mike's in here. He says, Stella Artois is my fave. That's okay.
I like the name.
I also like Dos Equis.
I'm a Canadian guy.
Labatt. You guys want to watch these girls fight right now? Hopefully this doesn't get taken down.
I didn't even know boxing was still on.
What do you think of it?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're watching.
I'm watching Jose. I'm telling you, I'm going to watch Jose Canseco fight Billy Football. I'm looking forward.
I had no idea that was even going on. I don't even know how you know this stuff. Is this? Am I like the only one that doesn't know what's going on? Am I out of the loop with everything?
Barstool Sports. They have the intern and
he's
fighting Jose Canseco tonight. And Jose showed up, so it's definitely going down.
Oh,
did you pay money for that nonsense fight? Yeah, I did pay money for that nonsense fight. What's it to you? What's it to you?
So it's like a pay-per-view? I'm so confused.
Yeah, it's a pay-per-view. Yes.
Oh, okay.
What's Bob have to say? Mike, say something about Screech. Why don't you,
That stinks, man. I mean, I haven't I actually haven't watched the new series yet. But I heard they got renewed for season 2, right?
Oh,
Did you
I
do
guess
you watch
so.
any of the episodes?
I never watched it yet. No, I didn't see
But
it.
he wasn't in it.
He wasn't. No,
Was he
I guess
supposed to be?
maybe.
Yeah,
No,
I
he
don't know much
wasn't. I
about it.
think that he pissed off a lot of people when he made that
No.
tell-all book, where they made it like a Lifetime movie about it, like several years back, where they made Mark Paul Gosselaar and Mario Lopez. They all look bad
Oh.
in it.
Yeah, see, I know nothing. I know none of this stuff. That's why you do lit chat, and that's why I just do lit picks.
K. Will was wearing black armbands all week. Is that true? For freaking Screech.
He was a huge Saved by the Bell. There's a couple times where when I went up there, and I slept over. We were sleeping. We were downstairs in the living room, and it was a Saved by the Bell
Yeah, I was
marathon
watching that
from
before we went to Vegas. We all
one
watched it.
o'clock in the morning till about 8 o'clock in the
We were
morning, and we
downstairs
just
in his
watched it.
basement watching freaking Saved by the Bell in the morning.
Yep, loved every minute of it.
Ramsey Stalin. Are you familiar with Ramsey Stalin? He's on my fantasy hockey team. That's why I picked him for Justin.
I'm playing against you this week.
Yeah, I don't know if you're beating me.
We're tied.
Sports Marlins.
That's my old.
So he lives near Charleston.
I'm beating you 4-3.
Whoa, Rams made a crazy trade. What is that?
Wait, what happened?
Oh, okay. They got shit from Facebook from like 5 days ago. Pop on my screen. He kicked out of Horse. He did beat Horseshack. That was pretty funny. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing Rough and Rowdy when Jose Canseco fights his kid. And I paid $20 for it. I'm not ashamed to admit that.
Fine. Supporting a good cause.
Yeah, I'm supporting a good cause. The guy helps small business out. What did you guys ever do?
I've put a lot of kids through college, okay, with the food that I've eaten from a couple of restaurants, okay?
Do you still go to the Texas Roadhouse on Route 33?
I've gone there. I think the last time I went there was with you. We went that one time, right?
We went there
obviously I don't really go anywhere. But they've catered a couple of stuff and they have good food. I love their bread and the butter. That butter that they have is good.
Yeah, I knew that, Bill. That was last week, though. Bill, what do you think of Texas Roadhouse? Do you go there? Does Bob go there with the family?
When I was in college, my roommate worked there, so I went there a lot in college, and it was really good. I liked it.
Let's see what Bob has to say. I will always respect Jose Canseco for saving that woman's stuff from a burning house. Didn't know when that happened.
I know nothing.
Joe, thoughts on Wentz trade rumors? Both the Colts and Bears are. Yeah, I heard the Bears have a better offer for him.
What if Denver sweeps in?
That's what I heard rumors of that too. I would say whoever can get more capital for him, go for it. I have to be honest with you. I think Stafford, like, come on, 2 freaking first-round picks and golf for Stafford. That's way too much. And I think that I don't even think Deshaun Watson's worth that much. I don't think.
Better hope Tim's not in here.
No, that's the truth, though. I mean, how are you? You can just draft Justin Fields. I mean, I think Deshaun Watson has a torn ACL at some point. Didn't he get a torn ACL like in this?
He is legit. Watson
I know he's
is
legit. Awesome. I know he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Legit.
I'm just saying it. How do we know Justin Fields isn't one of the best quarterbacks?
You don't, but you're looking at a legit. No, you know exactly what they are, rather than a you don't know. So which one are you going to go for? Would you rather invest in drafting a 2 overall and say, I hope he's going to turn out, or you know exactly what Watson is and it says, here, this guy, we know exactly who he is. Let's do it.
Yeah.
What would you rather have? Right.
Yeah. I mean,
that's my way of looking at it.
Getting rid of Wentz is a huge salary dump.
It's not, though. It's still going to hit them with the cap.
Maybe there's any way they can make an arrangement where they say, hey, look, we'll trade him to you, but you have to take the hit next year for us.
And that's why I think they're not going to get a first-round pick for him. I'm looking at like the Cutler deal that was made. It's not going to happen.
Tim loves Stafford. He demands to watch his highlights when he goes to the Blue Oyster.
He is the man, dude. He's a good quarterback, and he's tough.
Is it Blue Oyster Colt or Blue Oyster like in the Police Academy movie?
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, they don't really pan out. Like Joe Germain. Remember Joe Germain from Ohio State back in the 90s?
No.
I'm going random names from like the 90s. Joe Germain. Yeah, he didn't really pan out. How about what's the guy who played wide receiver? Terrell,
From
what's his
where?
name?
Terrell
Terrell
Pryor?
Pryor. Yeah, he doesn't play anymore, I don't think.
No,
Yeah,
I
he's
mean, yeah,
top
not a
piece
lot of that.
academy.
Yeah, I mean,
Does Tim really
yeah,
go there to those bars? Do.
no idea. I don't know.
Hey, chat, I want you guys to do me some favor. I'm gonna chug a brewski. I'm gonna chug a brewski for you, Mike. I want you to cheer me on, please.
Thanks. I'll finish my water because I don't condone. Why? Why?
So I can prove to the audience I'm a man to get some more viewers.
Just show them your hair.
What hair? I
You're
don't have
going
any hair
bald,
anymore.
right? Just
I
show
am
them.
going bald.
Aren't you? Right?
I'm
Just show
not.
them
I'm
that.
not. I'm not
I
showing.
have a nice luscious locks on here.
I thought your hair was going out before, but ever since you were sick, did they come back and grow in?
It's still it's shedding. It's not like falling out. It's shedding, but it's
See, like
been, I
right
guess,
here, this is like where
you
it's
know,
going. So I can't show anybody my head after that.
yeah.
Of course, he would say that. Two guys drinking water because he doesn't like Coors Light. What kind
I
of
think
beer
it's
do
good.
you like, Bob? Do you like Miller Lite, Corona? What? Here's to you.
He's a hard seltzer guy now. That's what he is.
That was all I could chug.
That was it.
I had dinner. I shaved mine 2 days ago. I have to manage the chat here. Take it easy. Those Coors Lights only takes 300 to get drunk. Hugh Academy Awards playoff music. Bourbon. Bourbon, huh?
He's
I
a
was
he's a
at the
seltzer kind
store
of guy
today.
too.
I was at the store today. I'm looking it up. Would you rather get Scotch whiskey, or would you rather get regular whiskey, or would you rather get, Kentucky bourbon, Tennessee whiskey, or Irish whiskey? I was going to get the Conor McGregor whiskey, but
He has his own.
he does. It's called like 12, number 12 or something like that.
I know. What Pat? I think Pat was the one that was drinking the Smoking Skulls or the Austin, right? I think, or was that you?
Did you get carded at the store? No. Why would I get carded? Why would I get
Snake.
carded at the store? Oh. Where is he
They
at?
should card everybody, no matter what. Doesn't matter.
Who's in here right now?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't see anybody.
Oh, there he is. Mark Hammer. Cedar Gardens, best liquor store of the 2000s. That was pretty good. The Austin beer was okay. I mean, yeah, it probably just is.
It was Pat. Yeah.
I mean, if it's just like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he probably doesn't brew it himself. He probably gets it from somebody else. What are you looking at?
I was looking for my the Game of Thrones stuff that I used to have. I can't find it. I think it's in the freezer.
I had Game of Thrones beer. We had the Lannister one.
Yeah, I had the bottles, the malt and everything. So I had
those are cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't drink it. I think it was
2 or 3 years ago. They were huge during, and they Christmas and they sold out like quick. But I got 3 families. I forget which ones I got. Baratheons, the White Walkers.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, Game of Thrones Scotch.
Yeah, that's that. I think, and there was one that was really good. It was the smooth. I think it was the Wall. I don't remember what it was called, but it was really good.
Always
See, yeah, that's what he said. That's it. It's good.
Amberbach. Wait, is that the beer from Texas?
I don't know what that is. Never heard of it.
I never heard of it either. What is Amberbach? I'm kind of embarrassed. I really didn't chug it that much. I thought I could do better.
We lost fans on that one there, so it's okay.
What's that?
It's okay.
I really didn't chug. I don't know what I did. I don't know why I was on.
Stay tuned for lit chat. Okay.
Yeah. Does the Game of Thrones Scotch have a shitty finish? Probably.
No Game of Thrones ever did.
What do you think about this Blue Jays hat? Do you like that? It's like the '80s version of it.
I thought you wore that before.
I have worn this before.
Yeah, I thought you did. I was like, it wasn't a new hat. I thought you were going to unveil like a brand new hat every week. Maybe that's for
Yeah,
next
well,
year.
you know what? I was gonna get him, but it's like $31 a hat. And I'm like, hey, honey, I got another MLB hat. We can buy some formula with this, but I have
Next
every
year you'll have
famous
to do
race
that. You'll have
here.
to do new hat every week.
Well, maybe if you assholes out in the chat make this successful by sharing this beer or something, the beer, sharing this show,
We'll
telling all
share
your friends to watch it.
that 1 second clip of you chugging your beer.
Show them the 10 seconds, clip of me chugging my beer where I'm embarrassing myself. And yeah, and then maybe I'll get a sponsor, and then I can buy all the hats I want to have. But let's see. When you wear it, spelled the Blue Jays, BLE. That's funny.
That's how Bob spells.
Sorry, the baby can't eat, so you can wear a Padres hat. Then I get my ass kicked out of the house, and then I'm living with Billy again. Hey, Bill, I'm home.
You guys play Madden tournament.
That would be fun. Madden tournament.
We should get a Madden. You know what? When NCAA comes out, we can get a huge dynasty going.
What was fun was when me and Bill we would play. We would go online, and we would play the Madden Ultimate Team online, and we would just take turns. Like I think I would be like offense one half, and he would be defense. I'll never forget this one time I played with him, and this freaking guy is like talking shit to me over the
Language.
headset language, and then he's like, I actually beat the guy, and then I get a little message coming through, and it's like, you're done. I'm gonna get you shut down tomorrow. Get the fuck out of here, kid.
Language.
Seriously. Like, come on.
You and Bill used to keep those little like magnet football helmets on that door and put them up there in the division and like keep track of all the standings and everything, right? Does Bill still do that?
Yeah, he does do that. I like those magnets. Those are fun. Bill, do you still have the magnets up? Are you in the chat or did you leave?
All right, I think we're growing late here.
Let's see. Hold on. Who wants a Madden tourney? This is Bob's joke here.
We had some good wiffle ball games at your house.
You play wiffle ball at my house?
Yeah, we played.
Bill still has the magnets. Ziegler invented Super Toss.
Mm-hmm. And Mario invented the draw.
Madden on PlayStation 4 is what we have. I beat Bill all the time in Madden when he was the Lions and I was the Bears. That was back when we did the league with all those guys. That was fun. That was really fun though. That was really, really fun. I used to really get into games. I used to always want to try to win.
I did win.
No, you didn't.
I won the Super. I won it all the time. I won the championship.
It was good. Chris was good. Let's see. I had a tough draft. Pat beat Steve and Madden in 4 minutes, and Steve walked home.
There's been many times where somebody has lost in a video game and walked home. Bob took his truck and drove home after Snake was belittling him in Halo. Steve tried to walk home from Pat's house one day from, I don't remember what it was, if it was UFC or NBA. I don't remember what it was, but there was a lot of those nights.
I beat Kaz so bad he quit mid-game versus the Bears versus Denver.
I'm sure.
There was always a 21-0 rule with you guys, right?
Yeah.
You having fun?
I don't know.
Oh, he got his feelings hurt. Snake, Billy says PS4. He's right. Kiss the day goodbye.
All right, I'm done.
What's wrong with this guy?
I'm spent. I have to sing. Well, I owe two, right? I owe The Weekend. And what's the song I did before?
You owe Rocket Man, I believe. You didn't sing that one yet.
I didn't?
No.
I owe two. And we still have to do a duet.
Yeah, we do. We have to do two of them, actually. You owe Rocket Man, we owe. And then you owe me that. And then you also owe
The Weekend.
No, you owe Rick Astley, I believe.
I lost my last two.
Rick Astley was the divisional
I
champion.
did. I'm pretty certain I did the Rocket Man.
I'm pretty certain you didn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
I
say
don't know about
Goldschlager
that.
on this one.
Let me see here. I thought I did, but if not, then I'll do some heavy duty singing. I'll get my vocal cords. I'll drink my water. I'll eat my chips, and I'll sing.
All right. I like that.
I thought I did.
All right. So I'm gonna finish this brewski
I
right now.
did.
When?
I did it. It's on there. Definitely told you. Woo! Oh, there you go. You redeemed yourself.
All right then.
Happy learned how to putt. Yeah. Well, I guess you're going to have to, since this is it for us, and we don't have, any other leagues to kind of do. I guess this will be it. This will be the last time. So until
unless you want to do college basketball, what happened?
No, I know nothing about that. I don't watch a split second of that. So we'll be back, I guess, in August. Maybe we can do something before then. But we'll get to tune into your lit chats, which and when is that going to be? Like a Tuesdays or Wednesdays? You were saying?
Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see. I don't know.
All right.
She packed my bag last night. She packed my bag last night, pre-flight, 0 hour, around 9 a.m. But I'm going to be high as a kite by then. Do you know what I'm doing, Mike?
No. Is it a movie quote?
No, I'm doing William Shatner.
Oh.
Hey, we had 5 viewers. We had 7 viewers tonight. That was a pretty good crowd.
Yeah. Hey, more than what we had last season, and we build off of it for this season and we move on. I think what we need to start doing, I think, for next year is keeping our total stats, because I had a really
I was
going to
do
season.
that.
I did well during the season, not so well during the playoffs, but I had a very good regular season. I think we need to keep our cumulative stats here.
I was going to do that, but then pharmacology and medical terminology,
you got
anatomy, physiology, lab.
Because Bill had a couple good ideas. So
yeah, and then that just got in the way, and then I couldn't do it. So.
Yeah. So next year we do that, and we start week 1, and we go from there and keep our tally scores, and that's why we get viewers once they find out that we're winners.
We are winners.
So let's go.
All right, we're gonna end this right now.
So wait, but real quick then, what are you gonna eat?
We're gonna get some pizza from Nona Sal's. I like Nona Sal's a lot. Are you a fan of Nona Sal's?
Yes, the Nona special is good.
What's in the Nona special?
It's just it's like a Brooklyn. It's very good. So
we're gonna get Nona Sal's, and I think we get wings from Nona Sal's. When I went home the last time to see Billy, we got Hooters wings. We got them sent over from Grubhub. They were good, but I wanted more because I was hungry. But yeah, so we're gonna get some Nona Sal's, and we're gonna get some wings and pizza. We like to get a Sicilian. We like to get each side, quarter side, with pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, and pepperoni. And a plain pizza. That's how we do it.
We'll enjoy it.
All right. This will be the end. And Mike, tell everybody what they can do.
Stay lit and enjoy. We'll see you later this year.
Oh, look at this fight.
I don't know what that is. Huh? All right.
I don't see what that is, he goes.
They're boxing.
All right. Cool. Bye-bye, everybody.
Good luck.
See you later.